Because before the camera started rolling, we talked about the business side of the NFL, and I don't think a lot of people realize that the NFL is a business. It's more than just you sitting on your couch eating wings and watching guys play football. There's a business aspect to it. What is that process like when a team informs you you're cut? What do you do next? I'm sure your head is spinning, world's turning, trying to figure out what's next.
Yeah, well, what's crazy is the day I got cut, the night before that, I was talking with my guy DY down in Pittsburgh. And, I'm a drafted guy, so he's like, yeah, have you found an apartment around here? And I'm like, nah, man, I'm just sort of waiting to see what happens with preseason. And he's like, nah, you should definitely, start looking for an apartment. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm legit, starting to look for apartments now. And then that next morning, I'm warming up, they didn't just call me as soon as I woke up, hey, come in, we're cutting you. I'm on the field warming up, about to go through a whole workout, routine. And we call them the Grim Reapers. And you just know when you see him. And I saw him walking out to the field, and he was like, Chris, they want you upstairs. And if you get that, hey, they need you upstairs, bring your iPad, it's over.
Oh, my God.
And so I got cut, and then you just, especially, you just start to panic a little bit, especially being a rookie. You're like, well, what do I do? I just got here. I'm in a hotel with all my stuff, my truck's full of clothes and stuff. How am I going to get my truck back to my next place? There's just so many different factors, and luckily for me, I don't have a family yet. But that's what a lot of fans don't realize. When guys get cut, that's affecting not only that guy, but that's affecting families. You're having to move, kids, any pets. You got to figure out if you have a house, what you're gonna do with it. So there's a lot of moving parts that go into it. It can be stressful, but I'm glad that I sort of went through that process, and sort of just made me realize, that this is a business.
Dang, so Hard Knocks is not fake. That's how it actually happens.
No, Hard Knocks is for real. Hey, bring your iPad. You're out.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
So when you get the call from the Chiefs, how does that process go? Now, I'm in Pittsburgh. I got to get to KC.
Yeah.
I'm up and running, and you're in a whole new system. How is that process for you specifically?
Yeah, so like I said, before I even got to the hotel, I'm on the phone with Coach Nagy, our offensive coordinator, and he's like, hey, man, sorry about the news, heard about it. I had talks with Kansas City, the day I got drafted, and they were possibly looking at drafting me in the 7th round as well. So it was almost just sort of a match made in heaven, in terms of, a place that I wanted to go, in terms of playing behind someone that, I looked up to for, X number of years, just in terms of the quarterback position. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going from Pittsburgh. I flew from Pittsburgh to Tampa. I was in Tampa for 24 hours, flew out to KC, did a physical and everything, and signed that day. And then I was in KC.
Dang.
So it was a wild 48 hours for me.
Quick turnover, man. Y'all don't understand the business side of the NFL, but now you do.
It's crazy, man. Yeah. It's crazy.